Hello everybody, so this is Miss Suguna here again. Today I would like to cover Sales and Billing Management Exercise 1. In this exercise, you are required to learn 6 different skills. Firstly, how to create a customer quotation. Next, how to create a sales order. And then you need to know how to update your terms of the different unique customer IDs. Fourthly, you need to know how to prepare sales and customer invoice. Next, you need to know how to do your delivery order. And finally, assuming that the customer has made the payment, you have to know how to prepare the customer receipt. Okay, as there are many instructions to be covered, this particular lesson will be broken into 6 different segments. Okay, and in this video, you'll be taught how to prepare a customer quotation based on the given details in your exercise or in your practical lessons after school reopens. Okay, so first up, we are going to log into Descara. So I'm using my student account here, so you should know your student account ID and password by now. Okay, it's finally working. Now, remember you had a quick tour of these functions and how accounts receivable sales works. Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm just going to reiterate some of the steps you might have already been doing before we started this home-based learning. Okay, first up, we're going to learn how to create a customer quotation. Now, take a few seconds to think about why we need to create this form. A customer quotation is something that is important because all other forms rely on the details that are present in this quotation. And if the details in this quotation are not accurately captured, it can affect the accuracy of the other forms. Okay? So take a few seconds, just tell yourself why we need a customer quotation and how the quotation is generated. Also try to test yourself and ask this question: what does RFQ mean? Okay, towards the end of the lesson, I will ask you this question and I hope you can come up with the answer. Alright, step 1. If you go to files under MS Teams, you should be able to download this file called Extended Instructions for Sales and Billing Management Exercise 1. So let's look at instruction 1 of this document. Prepare a customer quotation based on the given details. So step number 1, go to Accounts Receivable Sales. Click on the plus sign before entry so that you can see the options available. And then click on Proforma Invoice/Quotation. So once you do that, you should be able to see the dashboard for this quotation listing. As for me, I already have my sales quotation done. So when I create this quotation, I'm going to use S2. So please don't get confused. If you have not done this quotation, please feel free to label it according to what the worksheet says. Okay? So after I'm at this listing page, you need to click Create New. Once you click on this, you will see the different details that you need to complete. So not to get confused, just follow through with the instructions given and you should be all right. So first step in filling up this form is to key in your unique customer name. This should follow your student ID. So let's say you are student 950, you would be customer 950. Okay, there are no existing vendor quotation. Therefore, we are not going to link to any of the vendor quotation. This is the very first quotation that we are going to create. So it doesn't seem logical to link to any quotation available at this stage. Okay, next up, sequence format should be NA. And you should key in the quotation number. So like I mentioned before, I already have a quotation named SQS1, so I'm going to key in SQS2, but you can go ahead and key in SQS1 followed by a unique student ID and then V1. Some of you might already have SQS1V1, so you can have something like SQS1V2, for example, like that. This is also fine. Okay? So once you have done that, you need to change the credit term according to what is given in the details in the worksheet. So if you flip to the question, the original set of worksheets given to you, you should be able to see that for Sales and Billing Management Exercise 1, the terms of payment is cash discount 10%, 30 days. What this means is that the cash discount of 10% will be valid for 30 days. So when you key in the credit term, you have to follow the number of days it's valid for, and this should be net 30 because it is valid for 30 days. And after which, you need to key in the memo. The memo would include details of the delivery and any other sales details given. For example, the type of payment and the trade discount. Okay, so I'm going to key in the memo. Please be careful when you're keying in the details. Okay, it has to be as accurate as possible. Otherwise, you might end up losing marks. Okay, there you go. So next step is to key in the salesperson, which is yourself. So it should reflect the unique student ID that you have been given. Alright, and after this, you need to add the products. So if you scroll down, you will notice that there's nothing under products. So what you need to do is you need to click on the plus sign and then search for the products. The easier way to do this is to key in the category number that is given in the question, and you should be able to find the products accurately. So if I key in 104, I would see HN whiteboard marker, rate. Okay, and you just click add to add the product and make sure that it is what that is required by the question. Then 105, click add, and then I need 106, and then 120. So that is how you add the different products. Now you can't stop right here because there's something else that needs to be done, which is to add the quantity. When you are creating the quotation, don't worry about which are the products that are available for delivery. Okay, that is something that you need to take care of when you create delivery order. Where a quotation is concerned, key in every product that is given in the list in the question. This is very important. You only amend this list when you are creating a purchase order or a delivery order where you realize that some of the products are not available. Okay, so once I key in the products quantity, next step is to apply global discount. Okay, and this must be done only after you key in all the products. If you don't do that, then there might be some mistakes in calculating the prices later on. So click on apply global discount and then you click yes. Percentage should be 10% according to the given question. So global discount in this case refers to the trade discount that is available as per the instructions given. Alright, so once you have done that, you should check that everything is neatly captured. Alright, and then you now need to key in the total tax. Okay, total tax, you have to select yes to include the total tax, and then you have to indicate which kind of tax. Okay, so for this question, it's a GST of 7%. So I would like you to select GST SR 7%. I know some of you might ask me, why can't it be GST DS 7%? Okay, this is something I need to check the module coordinator. So once I have the answer, I will update you guys. Okay, so for now, just follow the instructions that are given. So once you have done that, next step is to update the address. Okay, in order to do this, you need to click on show address, which is found all the way at the bottom, and you should be able to see the addresses that are available. Okay, as per this instruction, the billing and shipping address is the same. Please be very careful with these addresses because sometimes the billing address may not be the same as shipping address. So be very careful with these addresses. Okay, because if you get this wrong, then that's a mark thrown away for no reason. Okay, and once again, key in the details as accurately as possible. As human beings, when we do type, it's very easy to get mistakes. Okay, so please do check at every step of the form creation. Okay, even as a teacher, sometimes I do make typo mistakes, so it is important to check. As of now, I don't think there's any specific format to write the address, but if there is something that has been standardized, I will let you know. Alright? Okay, so once you have keyed in the billing address and the question says billing and shipping address is the same, you just need to click this button, this checkbox which says same as billing address, and then click save. And your address will be successfully captured. Okay, so once that's done, we are almost there. You need to click save so that a record is created. Now, to submit this work that you have done, I need you to do this. I need you to click on print record and then default template. And what this does is it gives you the option of saving the record as a PDF file. So if you notice that it gives you a very generic name, file name, right? So before the file name, I need you to include your register number, underscore, your name, underscore, and then the file name. So let's say, for example, my register number is lucky number 1. So what I will do is key in 01 and my full name, and then the quotation file name which is already given, and then I'll click save. So once this is saved, what I want you to do is I want you to drop it into the MS Teams submission folder. So for this particular exercise, there are quite a number of forms to be completed. If you're unable to complete it within the online lesson time, it's okay. You can take it back as homework and then submit it before the next lesson. The instructions are quite straightforward, so you should be able to complete them. Okay, so with this, we have completed the lesson on creating a customer quotation. Okay, I will instruct you on creating a sales order in the next video. Alright, thank you. Hello everybody, so this is Miss Suguna here.